Okay, gentlemen, I hope by now I'm talking to the R&D department and I've sifted through all the management. I worked for Country Stove for 4 years as a line lead in the manufacturing facility, so I feel for you. I assume you've seen the previous video of the installation and how the legs open and just fall to the ground. I want to show you a couple other things here because you guys are going to need to figure out what you need to do for material changes. I have a couple ideas on that, and I know you've seen this before, but I know you want to see it again, so we'll start with that. What you didn't see in the previous video, and I don't think I made really clear, was that when this thing moves off of level ground, this leg out here is going to support and take the place of this leg. So we'll do that first, and then we'll get into the particulars. Now, that means no more little poles to come down and hand manipulate and try to adjust every time you move your ladder. Every time you move that ladder, that leg will find the ground and self-lock. There's a couple things I need for you to see on the manufacturing of these things, because your ladders are, here, let me have this camera, I want to show these boys something. Hang on, gentlemen. I know it gets a little dizzy following the camera around. These brackets specifically I made out of metal. I didn't know where I was going when I started with this thing, and I didn't know how sturdy it would be when I was done. But I believe you can take these brackets, which are currently made of steel, and make them out of the same material that you make your ladder rails out of. You can see that there's plenty of room in here alongside these bolts to thicken these up and to reinforce it. Up here at the top where the hinge pin goes through, because it has a vacancy in here, I believe you can take and put a solid piece of material through there, drill it through side to side, and stick a 10/32 stainless steel pin in there. Now the rating I found on this 10/32 stainless steel pin is that they'll take 700 pounds before they start to deform. That's twice the rating of this ladder, so I think your safety and integrity is still intact. The other thing about it is, by removing this as steel and putting it back as reinforced fiberglass, you'll reinforce your idea of electrical conductivity. Now these ladders, nice thing about them is, because these rails, they don't conduct electricity. If you touch electricity on the top of this ladder, you won't be grounded. By making this bracket, once again, out of this material instead of steel, you maintain your electrical conductivity safety margin. The other thing was, on these latches down here, these have a couple of screws in them. Your blueprints are going to show that they don't. I would prefer that those were cast all as one piece. That's up to you. You're the R&D guys. You know what works best for you. I just wanted you to see that there's a couple of adjustments to be made, and I knew that when I built this. This is just a functioning prototype. Proof of concept is all this is. Material changes are easy enough to do, especially since your factory already makes these rails out of the material they do. And if you don't have my phone number by now, I can get that to you in case you want to ask me any more questions about this. This thing will hold easily 600 pounds as it is. The side legs will. Your ladder's only rated for 3. If there's anything I didn't cover, give me a call.